What's going on YouTube? Welcome to today's video. We're going to go over, basically I found gold. I found gold in a $44 purchase on eBay, and it's all about pins. So I don't do very many sales of pins, but when I do, I try to make it at least worth my while. So we're going to start with the good stuff. But basically I was able to get, I wrote this down somewhere. Where did I write it down? Where did I put the piece of paper? Yes, 112 total pins. There's actually a set of earrings in here for 44 bucks. Purchased it locally through eBay. Did a local pickup. And we're going to get right into it. I'm going to show you the best one. Why? Because you need to look for this stuff, especially when you're out there at garage sales and estate sales. So this is kind of like the better pile here. So we've got some... I got a dime here too to show basically point of reference for sizes. But what we have here is some gold, some silver, and man, I hope this is gold. This would be so cool. So let's start with the one I know that's gold and the one that I listed. I put it in this nice holder here. So when you're out there looking for, or you're at a garage sale or you're at a estate sale and they put stuff behind the case. Usually estate sales, the person putting on the estate sales, or you're going to spot it, but sometimes there's older people there and no one has they don't know how to use their cell phone to zoom in on stuff, or they don't have a loop. But this is the basic pin here that's going to double my money in one pin, and I've got another 111 things to list on eBay at 39 cents each for cost. So this guy here is a Texaco Appreciation Award for 20 years. And here is the money, 14 karat. So I'll take this out. It's cool to touch gold with your hands. And it is a pin made by Robbins, and it's solid 14 karat gold. So 14 karat gold today, the filming of this video, is $56.20 per gram. So I listed it on eBay before making this video, and I want to list 9 more pins to get my 10 in for the day. But basically you want to set your scale to grams, and here we go. We got 2 grams of 14 karat gold. Now there's a little bit of enamel on here, but one of these just sold this month for $99 plus $5 in shipping. I could, if I wanted to, drop my price to $99, but I believe I listed it for $120, maybe $125, just because there are others on eBay that are asking $250 for this same exact pin. So be on the lookout for anything gas related with these older pins. I guess these were given to drivers that drive the U.S. our fuel around for us, amongst other things. And that's obviously a very important job. Those guys make good money. And back in the day, I don't think they do that today. They used to give them real gold service awards. So I believe the driver, they used to wear hats. So they'd wear this on their hat or their lapel. You know, back when drivers would wear collared shirts and we all dressed a little bit nicer. So this one pin alone is going to make up for what I paid. So this right here will double my money, which is cool. So definitely look for anything 14 karat. Now the other most common would be 10 karat. This is like a machinist pin, Bastion. I think this is at least like a $20, maybe a $30 pin. This guy here is retired, same style. I think it's like innovative. I forgot what the A stands for. But anyways, so this is a 20-year pin, and this is what you get when you're retired. But anyways, these pins are pretty sought after. And again, it's that brand there, Babtian. So I think those are $20, $25 pins. This I thought was complete junk, but it's an old vintage United States, probably like part of a keychain. And if you see there, it's 1/20th, 12 karat gold filled. So that just means that it's plated 12 karat, which is an interesting one. But you would never think, right, if you saw this in a box of junk, that this is junk. But it's probably another $20, $25 bill. This one's really cool. Argonne, University of Chicago. So we're in Chicagoland. So basically all these pins originated from a like one of those coin, gold, and silver places. So they obviously, people pass away and they bring in their parents' stuff that they don't want. And this is a 10-year service. And here we have, again, 1/12 10K. So this is a 10 karat gold plated. And it's cool because it's made in Chicago. And I believe they call this a clutch style. So unlike a pin one where you just press it down, this one you have to screw it down. So I think that they call that a clutch back. So that's kind of cool. I thought this was cool. Department of Justice, 10-year service. I believe this is gold plated as well, though it's not marked. But it's obviously a very old pin because it's clutch style. So yeah, people used to wear these on their hats or their lapel, on the front of their shirt. So, back in the day when everyone would be in the big hall celebrating people's anniversaries or company parties, everyone's smoking, everyone's drinking, people are telling jokes. The mouse that ran in the thing of milk and turned it into butter. What is that? Catch Me If You Can. It's a little famous movie clip there with from Catch Me If You Can. Here is a cool 100 megawatts Argonne National Laboratory from 1962. It's very cool. It's probably gold filled as well, but it's pretty old and it's broken, but someone will probably appreciate that. This one kind of threw me off. I'm like, wow, this is really old, but I think this is a sorority or probably fraternity. It's Omega Phi, I believe, and it's a pledge pin. So yeah, you used to get a pledge pin with enamel, and it's most likely gold filled as well. But this little itty bitty pledge pin, I mean, it's tiny, is probably, I think someone was asking like $50 for it, but we'll see how that goes. This guy here, I thought it was Purina, 30 years, but it's not the Purina symbol, so it's 30 years somewhere. I could not find the business, but if you guys can help me in the comments, do you know what this symbol is for? And this is marked sterling, STER USA. So it's cool. It's made in the USA. It's vintage and it's made out of sterling silver, and most likely this button here. So you like press into it to get that off. Sometimes the gold markings are marked on the actual pin itself, but I believe this is probably easily a $20 pin. This one's really cool. I don't know if this is jewelry or whatever, but it's kind of like Masonic. It's probably a real sapphire in there. And this is solid 10 karat. Although it looks silver. Crazy, right? Or maybe this part is 10 karat and the rest of it is something else, other material. But anyways, very, very cool. Very, very tiny. And someone will want it. I think I believe it's a pin that's a little nasty. If it was an earring, that part would stab in your ear. It wouldn't feel so good. But very, very cool. And then I'm hoping, man, if this is gold. So this is like an old Victorian style pin. I'm going to show you the details here. So someone, obviously, this is all handmade. And that looks like copper. It looks like silver. The leaves have individual things, and then like a rope. Very, very cool. Very, very Victorian. When I Google image this, I guess this style was used to hold thermometers back in the day, because thermometers had mercury and they're made out of glass. So you'd like pop this open and there'd be a little thermometer inside. But just, you can tell it's really old because there's no screws. This is all hand milled. See that pin? Like, they don't make pins like that anymore. So that's definitely from the 1800s, late 1800s. And you can even see like the old solder marks. So not sure what this will be worth, but I did see ones that were verified made of gold. And usually the older style is heavier gold. But that would be 5.5 grams. Like, man, if this is made out of 14 karat gold at $56 a gram, that would be close to 350, well, $300, right? So 200, it's about $275 worth of gold. That would be awesome. But yeah, this was inside there, and I'm really excited. So that's the little itty bitty pile of this video. There's plenty of other good stuff in here, which I might do a follow-up video on, or I might just do a video like a part 2 of this, everything that I've listed. But if you can score some pins, ladies and gentlemen, these are all breast cancer awareness pins. This big one here is made by Avon. So Avon made some good stuff. Their stuff's not that valuable because they made so much of it. But here's an old like 89. These are like pendants that you put on a chain. You'd give someone for awards. This one's cool. It's from 1981, New Orleans. A little Mardi Gras action. But I organized these bags and basically the content. So this is a cool old religious pin. It's got a little lady on there. I think that's $50. And then got some moose. This is a Monet gold tone bumblebee. I wish it was real gold, because that would be worth a lot. But I think even this pin itself is pretty cool and unique. It's probably like a $25 bill. So a lot of these pins and things inside here are worth at least listing if they're worth like $20. So I'm going to lot all this stuff up. I've got some, there's a whole bag of, so I got this big bag. It was like filled with a bunch of stuff. So I organized all these. There's the Avon earrings. Those go for about $8. Twin Towers, United States. USA pins. These are cool too because these pins are older and a lot of them are made in the United States versus like, I always thought it was weird you buy a pin that has the American flag on it, but then it's made in China. And since we're in Chicagoland, got to show the Blackhawks. So some very cool older, some of these are from the 90s. They can be worth a decent buck. These Blackhawk pins, just because they were made here in the United States, you're probably here locally. But anytime you can run across like sports teams, so back in the day, people would put pins on their jackets and stuff. And some people still do. Some people still do. Inside here, this is an old moose. This is an old, elk. There's an elk with these fake rhinestones. Well, I shouldn't say fake. They're rhinestones. Got an elk in the middle, and that's really, really old. That's probably from the turn of the century. And then a cool looking bird here with, I have a diamond tester, so we'll test those. I don't think there's any real diamond. This one's really cool. Couldn't find any comps on this on eBay either. But just a bunch of cool stuff. And like, if you can find like one of these type style pins, I don't know what these are for. Maybe it's for like a scarf or something, or to hold a napkin. I don't know. It's kind of weird. So this part comes off. But if you find stuff like this that's solid gold, I mean, guys, that's like $200 bill because it's heavy. Although these are not. But I'd have to take it to my local coin shop, have them put the big yellow gun on it, test it for gold. I thought these were cool and creepy at the same time. So I'm going to take these out and show you these. So we'll go a little longer in the video. So these are old Victorian pins of just random ladies. I believe these three, we'll show you that one last. But these three ladies, I think they're all sisters, because they all have similar noses. But I could be way off. But don't they look like sisters? Very, very cool. And that's Victorian. Like you can tell too when you flip like it's not a repo. Like look how old that button is. There's no screws, nothing. Like this is all made with the machine, but manually, bent and then they put these cool photos in there. So these are actually in really nice condition. I've seen people ask really high for these, but I'm going to sell these as a set because I believe they're all sisters. It's very cool. And I'll probably let these go for probably $20. Someone will like that for that collects that kind of stuff. This one was cool. This is probably a $15 bill. This is Little Miss Junket. Again, very old style pin from back in the day. Look at that. All these manufacturers of pins, they had so much pride in their businesses back then. They put their labels on everything. It's a Union label, Rochester, New York, and there's that Bastion Bros. So Bastion is from back in the day. I don't think they make pins anymore. But very cool. Still nice graphics. Again, $15 bill probably in that one. So let's put these back. I'll show you what other stuff we got in the bags. But, I mean, this is like total score. Like, this is insane. This is interesting. So I didn't know what this was, but I guess it's some kind of music fest back in 1994. So it's 4 identical ones. I did see some of these sell on eBay for $15 to $18, and I've got 4 of them, which is nice. So let's think this little bag right here is almost $80. And again, didn't pay much for everything. Got some Olympic pins. They're not worth as much as I thought they would be, but they're cool. Like, 1996, I remember the Atlantic Olympics. I was a very, I think it was well, 96 I would have been 18. No, I would have been 20. Yeah, I'm 20 years old when this pin was available. But there's a lot of these out there, so it's probably like an $8 bill. But it's cool because it's still brand new. Like they put hologram on it. It's an official Olympic pin. And there's a bunch of other cool stuff in here. I thought it was USSR, but it's USSA. This pin is like $18. It's pretty rare. I couldn't find this one. This pin here, it's like, here, let me take it out. Sorry, I'm being lazy because I already organized it. But, like, what is this for? It looks like a German Stein, but it says USSA on it. So it probably goes with this, right? But why is it USSA? What does that mean? Was it like a drinking fest? I'm assuming it's the United States Ski Association, but that's just me guessing. Atlanta 1996. Atlanta 1996. So someone actually went to see the I forget what they call it. Is that cable jumping? Right, when the horses jump over those barriers. I'll watch that if it's on. That's always cool. Snoop Dogg obviously made it really popular because he was telling that one horse was doing tricks, and he said the horse was crip walking. I thought that was hilarious. So good job, Snoop Dogg, getting us back interested in the Olympics. And here's a 1992 USA pin. Very cool. Made in Taiwan, though. Not a big fan of Taiwan, but very nice old retro, or I should say vintage pen. And then this is like really old. This is the sport of volleyball. And this would be like a medal that you would get probably in high school, maybe in college, after you complete a sport. And they would give this to the seniors. And I cannot read the little writing of whoever manufactured this. But it's a cool pen. And it's pretty rare because these didn't survive. And usually this top part would break off from that. So it's just really cool. So you can tell like wherever this collection came from, whether it was one family or a group of families, like it kind of tells you the history of where that person's been. And this is from Sweden. It's like a dude wiping out. So it's some type of ski event. This is some sort of ceramic, and it's really cool. I've never seen a pin that says Swiss made, but this brand, there's quite a few of them on eBay. But no one's got this actual pin. But some of them are asking like $50. Oh, you know what? I think this one sold for like $35. Mine's a little nicer. But it's very cool. Just stuff I've never seen before. I'm 48 years old, so it's like, you know, you got to watch videos like this, like the ones I make, to kind of learn about this stuff. That's what I'm here for. So that way when you're out sourcing stuff, I mean, if you can score it, like, and I get it too, like everyone's like, oh, look at all these Pokemon cards I found, or look at all these Nintendo video games. Like, dude, I'm so sick of watching the same videos over and over again. But I get it, like that stuff sells really fast. So this is all military stuff. So we've got the Wounded Warrior Project 2018. It's probably not a very rare pin, but probably $5 pin. I thought these were really interesting. So these Wounded Duck pins, or buttons, because I don't think they really come apart. But these are from World War II. So this is what you got if you, I guess, were in World War II and you survived. So I think it's called the Wounded Duck, but they would give this to you if you made it through World War II. So that was definitely on somebody's jacket. These look like buttons, but just very, very cool. Definitely brass. And I'm not even gonna clean them up because I like seeing the patina and stuff like that. And then this probably was from the same person. So this is like after serving World War II. And then these are, I think, ROTC. These things here. They're kind of generic looking, but there's really no, there's like HLP, which I think is like the guy's actual initials. And there's RT, but these are like things that you put when you were going through military training through college to basically come out of training in school as an officer before they put you in with the guys that get drafted. And then here we have some, well, we got Jesus here. It's very cool, old vintage Jesus pin. And then we have these cool God and Country religious pins. There's 3 of those. This is very cool. Presbyterian second year. So this is a Sunday school necklace or pendant. But this one's cool. I think it's really, really, really old because the one that was listed on eBay didn't really show this much detail in the back. But let me show you the back of that one. That one's cool. So yeah, it's like I like making money, but I also like seeing this stuff and learning from it and just like holding the history in my hands, just like I do the coins. So unfortunately, this chain is probably made of brass, but look at that. It says, what does it say here? August 31st, 09. Now, is that 2009 or is that 1909? What do you guys think? Like, this thing has all kinds of patina. So it says patented system. But it's like cool. Like, this is an old pin that they modified, soldered on a loop here so that they can make it a charm. Or I'm sorry, yeah, something you wear around your neck for Sunday school. But it's just weird because it's like upside down. Like, wouldn't you want it to be like that so that when people are looking at you versus like that? But I guess it's like let's say you have this hanging on your neck, you would hold it up and then you see your second year in Sunday school. So it's for the actual user. But it's just weird. It's like you're showing everybody it upside down. But I thought that was cool. And the back's very cool. So little system, cross and, what does that say? Cross and crow. But yeah, like seriously, is that 1909? That would be cool. So hopefully you guys don't mind me sharing this stuff with you. Again, I'm always here to learn. Yeah, it's great. I made a lot of money. I'm going to make a lot of money in this. It's going to take forever to sell, but who cares? Like, I got $44 invested in it. It's like, what a cool way to spend $44. So these are all like pins, like, you know, for casino, someone that played piano. There's a greyhound one in here. Oh, there's a moose. Graduating college. Here's the old greyhound pin. No one has one of these on eBay. This is so cool. It's like probably what they would give you if you worked at Greyhound, or maybe rode enough times on the Greyhound. That's a really old pin too, but it's not silver. And then there's another moose. There's a cat here, cool little cat. So I'd probably sell some of these, and there's like a Bible verse here. HEB 13:3. There's a cross. And then this old pin here. Like, look at that. It says Herder 669, and it's like 25. So that's like is that a 25 like architectural award? Or is this like a class pin from 1925? It's so old. I guess you could use it today because it's 2025, but that's again one of your screw-on types for a pin. But that's everything I got, guys. So I appreciate you guys watching. So again, the most important thing, which I started with the video, is if you find this pin and they're only asking $1, even if they're asking $10, even if they're asking $20, just buy it, because the gold alone is worth $120, and today's gold price of over $3,000 an ounce at 14 carats is $56.20 per gram. This weighs 2 grams. So if you see this pin out in the wild, grab it, and then chances are there's probably more stuff in there. So if it's like you see all the see if you saw a big pile of pins in like in a bucket, and I would just be like, I'll buy it all. How much? And if they said $50, $60, and you just saw one of these, chances are there's other gold-filled 10-carat sterling silver collectible pins. They don't have to all have precious metals, but if you see this one, that's where the money's at. Appreciate you guys watching. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.